live, so hopefully you guys will find me. I know it could be me. I don't think it's my let me now I'm trying to set this up where it'll sit nicely and I can talk to you guys. So welcome to this live, you guys. I hope you come on. I hope you find me. It says I'm live. We will see. I sent the link to Margie. I'm the only one here so far. Hello. I sent her a new link to this live. Let's hope this works. All right. Let's hope it works, you guys. I sent Margie the new link. I keep saying Margie because I knew somebody named Margie before. But I sent Margie the new link. So hopefully she'll get it. I don't know, which is a shame because I had 20 people on the other one. So I hope everybody finds us over here. Anyway, Michelle, I thought I sent you an email, but I don't think I did. I sent it to somebody who responded with the name Jennifer. So, so anyway, Michelle, I want to send you a link to be a guest on here. So that's too funny. Hi, everybody, again. Do you guys love how technically savvy I am? Can you stand it? I can't stand it. Amber. I'm going to try StreamYard. So I may do a random pop-up live today to try to download or whatever I got to do to StreamYard. So many people do it. I'm sure it's doable. I mean, I might not be a genius, but I do know how to work stuff. I can hear my daughter's eyes rolling right now. Oh, wow. It is what it is. I hope she gets on here. If not, I will reschedule. Yes, I am serious, and I want you to come on and talk with me probably the second week in September, if that's okay. If you would do that. I hope so, Amber. Like I said, I'm going to probably do a pop-up live. I might even do it right after this, just to try to figure out what the heck I'm doing. So yes, Michelle, I'm going to send you an email. Can you, if you have, well, can you just send me an email so it's in the top of my inbox? All right. That way I can send it right out to you. Good morning, Arnell. I just sent you a new link for this live via email in your email. So that one should pop up, no problem. Okay. Well, we could do a weekend if you'd prefer. I can rearrange that for you. I mean, we could make an exception, Michelle, and I could do a weekend for you. That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? There we are. Yay!
Hey! It finally worked.
So hold on one second, Michelle. I will send me an email and we'll do a weekend for you. That way the kiddos won't be there. Hello, Margie. Look at us. We did it. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Yeah, I don't know where that first email went. I went back to re-click on it and it just totally disappeared. I went back through all my emails from you and that one disappeared. I found the one where you had sent me the questions.
Yeah.
One that I had everything confirmed on, but the one with the link, I'm like, okay, where did it disappear to? Because I didn't delete it. I didn't send it to anywhere.
Just blame it on me. It's so far every guest that I've had. I've had trouble setting it up. So it's me. Sure. It's one of those, it's not you, it's me. No, it's me. So, and I'm not used to being on my phone. So I'm going to, what do they call it? MacGyver it. Hold on here. I'm going to set it. There we go. Now I'm not looking down at it. How are you? Good morning.
Good morning. Early morning for me.
Oh, what time is it for you?
It is almost 6 o'clock.
I'm so sorry. You had to
No,
deal
that's
with this
fine.
early in the
That's
morning.
fine. I'm usually up about this time anyways because I have a puppy. So
Uh,
she's usually
yes. My
waking up about this time anyway. So
my
it's
puppy is
okay.
snoozing in the bed looking at me like I'm not moving. I don't know what you're so he gets very annoyed at me. Uh, so oh, let me move the phone here. I'm sorry. I'm moving you all around my craft room right now. Better in the back. So yeah, and that's what I normally do too, but I need that's why I need Michelle to resend it to me. Okay. So, tell us a little bit about your channel. Tell us a little bit about you, and then I'll get into the fun questions that I had for you.
Well, coming on Halloween will be my 5 year podiversary.
Okay.
Um, I started my YouTube channel mainly due to the dolls, the reborn dolls, silicone dolls. I got into those due to my anxiety. And so that's how my channel started, was with them. Then I had learned how to crochet back when I was about 7, 8 years old.
Um,
And then I had went on to do other things,
like,
and then I'd kind of pick it up and then put it down, pick it up, put it
yeah.
down. And then when I got involved with the dolls, I go, I want to crochet some clothes, dresses, and stuff
Oh,
for my dolls.
yep.
So then I started looking at some videos and stuff to make some dresses for them. And then I really got back into doing the crochet, and then I got more and more into moving away from the doll community and more into the crochet and the crafting community. So my channel now is basically crochet and paper crafts.
Paper. So, quilling. Have you done quilling?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's so fun. Everybody on here knows that I went completely obsessed with it. I still play with it. I just don't do videos on it right now because I love it. So, paper crafts.
Mhm.
So, you do paper crafts such as cards and stuff like that. Other.
I do what we call junk journals, and I'm getting into mixed media
Okay, awesome. So do
with
you
it.
watch Shannon over at Art Junkie?
I am subscribed to her, and in fact, she has invited me one day and stuff to go up on
No.
her channel.
Yeah, she's fun. I I I get a lot of viewers through her, and I watch a lot of people through her. So she's really fun. She's
Mhm.
up now. Where are you located?
I'm at the very southern part of California. I'm only about 5 minutes away from the Mexican border.
Wow. So it's
So
always
I'm between San Diego and the Arizona border.
wow. And thank you again for getting up so early.
You're
I,
welcome.
I don't even take that into consideration when I invite people. So thank you. That means a lot. And I've been trying to now how many subscribers do you have?
Right now, I have 1,270
Cool. And
at
that's
that time.
goal is to add my subs to your subs and vice versa. You know what I mean? So my people are watching you and they might not have. You know what I mean? So anybody that's here that hasn't already gone to Margie's channel, please check her out. Um maybe Margaret, since I'm on my phone, you'll be sweet enough to put a link to her page. Margaret is my administrator. Whether she helps me. And hello, Ashley, welcome. Um, helps me a lot with everything. So if you can, Margaret, if not, I will link it in the description. Um, so let me see what else.
So let me. I'm pulling
Oh,
up the screen so I can see the chat.
yeah. All right. So, how do you prepare yourself for your videos? Like, I always make sure I have some kind of prop around this or that. So, how do you get yourself ready to turn that camera on and say, "All right, world, here I come"?
Um, the majority of my videos are top down.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I do usually normally 3 videos a week. I have a crochet with me
Mm-hmm.
where all you see is me crocheting and a little bit of music in the background.
Okay.
Um, and then I have a journal Tuesday where I'm actually making one of my journals. Uh, I have an idea or a theme of a journal that I'm gonna make. So I have some of my supplies, some of the stuff that I'm going to use to make that journal. And I don't really have an actual plan of how that journal is going to turn out. I
Right.
don't pre say, okay, this is definitely the layout. No, I just go with the flow.
Yeah.
Just however it speaks to me. The journal speaks to me however it wants to um, be.
So, for a journal, do you actually like? I have one that I started, I think from Shannon. Shannon, now, do you do just the outside cover of the journal, or when you're doing the journal, do you actually fill it in with stuff?
I go from start to finish the whole
So you
journal.
fill the
I
pages.
make the cover. I print out the papers and then I put them together. Um, I have no idea how I'm gonna actually organize the papers ahead of time,
Okay.
the pages,
Mm-hmm.
where I'm gonna put pockets, what tags I'm gonna put in those pockets. I have no clue ahead of time. Like I said, I just kind of go with the flow and however it
Yeah.
comes to me at the time.
I had never done a journal before. So this is kind of like, for me, it's a journal of the year 2024. So as I do new things or as I meet new people, um, and also as my people send me stuff, like Karen on here. She's in your time zone, I believe, or maybe close to that. She sends me random cards to color. So when I color them, I put them in my journal, stuff like that. So instead of making the whole journal at once, I'm taking a whole year to do this one. So it's a fun journey. If anybody hasn't done a journal before, I highly recommend it, because not only that, but you can look back in a few months and be like, "Oh, I remember when I did that," or "I remember when they said that," you know? So,
Mm-hmm.
thank you, Margaret. Margaret just put up your link, and you
Oh,
got a sub. So there we go. So my plan is working.
yeah.
So,
And some of the pages, because I also do jelly prints using a jelly plate and acrylic paints, and
well,
I do that as well. And some of those pages, or just little pieces of those, also end up in my journals as well.
yeah, I have recently realized how fun a journal can be. So you've just got two new subs. See? So
Hey.
my goal for these is I'm reaching out to smaller channels. I'm not reaching out to the 25,000 subscribers. I'm reaching out to all the smaller ones to try to share audiences and to try to let them know we're out there.
Mhm.
So I think it's working so far, so good. And just a side note, if you're ever on here and you get put in timeout, it's Margaret. She accidentally hits the button sometimes. Just saying. I'm kidding, Margaret. Kidding. Kidding. But yeah, so that is another fun craft to do.
Yeah.
So have you ever tried resin? Yeah.
I haven't tried that yet.
I can't do it anymore because I had an allergic reaction to it. So just wear gloves. Just wear gloves. That's all I have to say. Karen, they're all laughing at me. Uh, so what was it that actually prompted you very first time to hit that camera and do a video and publish it? What was the thing that actually told you, come on, do this?
Oh gosh, because it's like I said, that was almost 5 years ago.
Right.
I think it was just wanting to meet other people at the time that was in the kind of the same mindset, kind
And
of
it's
the
great.
same,
Great.
yeah, the same hobby
Mm-hmm.
that I was wanting to get into. Um, just wanted basically companionship
Yeah.
outside of my local
Right. Your local friends.
my local
Oh,
friends, which I don't really have that many friends that I can say that are close friends that I could hang out with.
yep. Same.
Um, I had my coworkers. I had a few that
Same.
were, I could say, were friends,
Mm-hmm.
but we didn't really socialize outside of work.
Right. I had a.
And
Are you recently retired? You retired?
yes,
Yeah.
the end of this month it'll be 2 years. 2 years retired.
I retired in January. Um, and it was funny because it took retiring to learn the lessons, sort of like you just said. I had coworkers at work, but not really friends at work. So once my tie was cut with them, I realized, oh, okay. So here's my friends, and those were my coworkers. So I get it. And it was a very similar thing. I was sitting in my kitchen one day and I'm like, you know what? And I went live. And I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. But I look back. Do you ever look back on your videos and learn from what you did back then? Or see the difference of what you're doing now to what you did back then?
I haven't because I don't like to hear my own voice playing back at me.
Yep. Yep.
That's the reason why instead of my videos, the only editing that I do to my videos is to add a title screen and add my my ending little snippet.
Yep.
That's the only editing I do to my
Yeah.
videos.
That is, I try to do minimal editing as well, just because it's a pain in the butt, to be honest. um, my voice. It's funny because I used to be on the radio and I still hate my voice, so I don't like that either. But I have learned a lot by going back and looking at some of my first videos. I'm like, ooh, but you know what? I leave them up there so that people can see how I've changed through.
Yes.
It's only been, I think early December, late November, early December was my first video. So
Yeah.
that
Yeah. I leave them up too and stuff because those are videos and stuff that help me with my watch hours.
yes. Oh, exactly. So just leave them on there. And
Yeah.
also shorts. Do you do any shorts?
I
Or
have some shorts. I need
yeah,
to do some more,
yeah,
but
but
there's
most of them
the
are fun.
ones, yeah, the one software that I was using, well, the one that I'm using to edit my videos, it does also do the full video, but then it does what it calls highlights,
Yep,
and
yeah.
I have used some of those as like
Good.
shorts and stuff, saying, hey, I'll put in there saying, hey, come if you want to know more, check out
Right.
the full video, and I'll link
That's awesome.
attach a link to the actual full video.
I highly
I need to
recommend.
start doing that more.
Yeah, I highly recommend putting up shorts of your puppy because it gets other people attracted to your channel, and then they're going to see, well, what else? So that helps with
Mm-hmm.
it helps with your hours, it helps with your subs, it helps with everything. So um Michelle wants to know, what software do you use to edit your
I use Wondershare. So,
Wondershare?
Wondershare from Laura.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So if you guys want to look at that, I
Yeah,
use, yeah,
they have a paid version, but they also have a free version as well.
nice.
So you can get the free version to try
Yep.
it out and see if you like it.
Cool. Isabel, you're absolutely right. The editing is the point where people are like, I don't want to do it. So that's actually what prompted me to do my Coffee with Kim live every morning, because I was doing a 15-minute video and I was editing for 45 minutes. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that anymore. So sorry about my throat, you guys. Again, I can't mute this and my allergies are kicking my butt. So I apologize for that. But um, can you tell us about one of your favorite projects, something that holds a significance for you, one of your favorite ones?
Um, One of my favorites. Ooh, that's kind of hard because I have quite a few. um, I think I would have to say one of them would have to be my first journal that I made,
I
which
get
I
that.
don't have anymore because it went to somebody, but yeah, it was was my first journal that I made, and then actually there was another journal that I was making, and a fellow YouTuber, which is a real good friend, I was she only saw just the first video that I was doing making it, and bam, she bought it right then. I'm
Oh,
like, it's
awesome.
not even done yet. And she already
That's
snatched it up because she already had bought one of my previous journals, so she knew my work already. So she goes, she had seen enough. She knew that's she wanted
that's
that journal,
you
so
know,
she snatched it up right then and there.
yeah. Do you have a journal right near you that I can see?
Yes.
I would love that.
And this one here that I have right here that I'm going to show, this is the last one that I made.
Okay.
So it's this one here,
Oh, I love the cover. Yum. Beautiful.
and then this just wraps around,
Okay. Yum.
and then whoops, like
Sweet.
that,
That's cool.
and
I
then
And you just put pretty stuff. That's a great theme. I love
yeah,
that. So what
and
would
in
you put
this one, and seeing like this page right here, those that's my jelly print
That's awesome.
and stuff. So, and this one I made this one using the leftover kit that the leftovers from a kit that I had, well actually two kits that I had used to make two other journals for another YouTube friend. Um she wanted a journal that was kind of a witchy one, but
Mm,
one that was lunar, and then one that was kind of more herbal. So
that's beautiful.
I still had quite a bit that I had already printed out of the kits. So I go, I'm going to combine those two and make another journal.
That's beautiful.
So, yeah. So it's available for sale on my website, which along with another journal that I've made, and then a couple of my crochet shawls is
That's
also available on my website as well,
that's cool. So,
along with my
oh, it's a,
merchandise with my logo on it.
so is that an Etsy store or you actually have a website?
I
You
have a website, an
have a
actual
web.
website. Hmm.
That's awesome. Margaret wants to know if you bind your own books or buy pre-bound ones.
No, I do the binding myself and
You buy.
everything. I sew in the signatures.
Oh, that's really neat. So when someone would buy a binder, and I'm sorry for my ignorance, if someone would buy one of those journals, would they actually write in it? Is that what they do, or do they just enjoy your what you put in it?
That it's totally up to them. But mine, I usually have it to where, like this page,
Yep.
where it's everything. They could take a white pen and be able to, or a black pen,
Yeah.
and write on there. I always leave enough and
Perfect.
everything have it so, because that's what I want the person to actually be able to use it. Uh,
Exactly.
but if they don't feel comfortable writing in it because they like it so much, hey, that's up to them and they want to display it.
That's
And
real.
then once they purchase it, it's theirs. So they
Yeah.
can,
Yes, I wasn't sure what the mindset would be of someone who buys that. Excuse me. I would probably buy something like that for my sister or my daughter. And I was just because those look like great gifts.
yeah.
They're really cool. Um, let me see.
And see, and this is in the middle of
Yes,
each signature. That's how it looks.
that's just beautiful. I love your work. I'm gonna go check out your website. I'm gonna have to look it up, and then I will link it in the description for the video for today.
Yeah.
Because
And my website is the same as my channel name. It's
okay,
margiescraftycorner.com.
okay, got that everybody. margiescraftycorner.com. Again, Margaret, if you feel like it, would would you put that up there? So what do you think are some of getting back to crochet? What do you think are some of misconceptions when you tell somebody I crochet? What do you think is some of the stigmas or the misconception about crochet items or the whole act of crochet? I'll give you a good example. When I told my friends that I was crocheting, they're like, "Well, you're not old enough." What? I have in my crochet club, I have 10-year-olds. You know what I mean? They that so to me, one misconception would be only my grandmother does that.
Mm-hmm. I've never gotten any reactions like that when I
No,
mentioned that I crochet.
no, good. Good. That's actually that's oh, that's cool, Margaret. Yeah, so she collects fountain pens and sells a lot of journals. So that's neat. Let me see. How do you balance your wanting to create these things and your time that you spend creating with everything else you have to do? The housework, the laundry, the shopping, the everything. How do you balance? Thank you, Margaret.
Um, well, that's one good thing and stuff. My husband, he has been very supportive of my hobbies, with my crafting, and from day one, he's been the house husband. He's been home. He everything with the kids when they were small.
Yeah,
Uh, he does the cooking. He does the shopping
nice.
and all of that stuff. We do there are duties around the house that we do split. Um, he takes care of his laundry. I take care of my laundry. Sometimes he'll pitch in and do my laundry
Very
because
nice.
he knows that there's times and stuff. Because I do have back issues,
Mm-hmm.
my lower back. I
Mm-hmm.
have degeneration and arthritis in my lower back. So he knows that and I also suffer with real bad migraines. So he knows that there's times and stuff that I'm not feeling good. So he will offer. He goes, I'll just go, you know what? I need to go do my laundry. He goes, you want me to do it for you?
That's very
He,
nice.
he offers and stuff. So he's very supportive of my crocheting, my paper crafting.
Awesome.
I'm also doing diamond dot paintings and
Okay.
stuff
That
and stuff. So he's very encouraging, always positive
that's
affirmations on all of the stuff that I do. And so yeah, so he's very
that's
supportive. And I just going like, okay, he knows when I go when it's time for my live stream.
yep.
I have to kind of remind them every now and then, like, hey, today's at 2 o'clock
Right.
time. I go live on Thursdays
Yep.
and everything.
He's a
Yeah,
keeper.
he is, Isabel. He is.
If he can hear us, woohoo! We
Yeah, right now and stuff. He's in the next room asleep still. So,
sorry.
but
That
yeah. So he's just yeah.
helps a lot, so
Yeah. Chloe, no, excuse me a second.
uh,
She's got hold of something and
puppy trouble. we
we'll
wouldn't
do the thing. Come here.
we wouldn't hate seeing your puppy. Oh, hello, Bubbies. Like, who you talking? Oh, he's adorable. Hi,
This is Chloe.
hi, Chloe.
She's a five month old Frenchie.
So cute. Fritz is actually barking at the screen. Stop it. The other are right with me. So, oh, Chloe's adorable. Come here, Fritz. Look at the cute puppy, duppy doopy. He's so mad. You're all cute, puppy. Come here. He's he's like, Mom, forget it. All right, hey, I'll play with this puppy. Go out, play with this puppy. Old is Chloe?
5 months.
Oh my goodness, adorable. Puppy doopa doopas. He's so mad. That's what he's gonna go pick on the cat because he's mad at me. But you're noticing these gloves on. My hands are starting to hurt because I've been crocheting so much. And Margaret sent me these gloves, and they do help. Margaret, thank you so much. So I put them on, but arthritis will not stop us from crafting, right? Will
Right.
will not happen. Uh, oh, he's upset. Hey, let me get down here. So, how do you engage your viewers and try to build up your community more? Um, to try to get them to engage more with your channel.
um, well, like I said, I do live streams
Mhm.
on Thursdays, but on Wednesday nights I co-stream with another YouTuber
Oh,
on
who's
Wednesday nights. It's called West Coast Wednesdays.
okay?
It's with Don Yarndall,
Yup.
and and um and that's what we do. We have people that are needing watch hours, subscribers to meet their to get help them to get
Yeah.
to monetization.
Yeah.
And so we have someone new or whatever and stuff every week,
That's awesome.
um as much as we can.
That's
And so yeah, so
you're
that
engaged. Yeah.
yeah. And we also we do it through StreamYard, so we're all able to stream to our own channels, and so that way we can all get our
Oh, that's really cool.
yeah. So
Have
it helps, not only helps the our guests, but it also helps all of us at the same time.
sure it does. Um, have you heard of Hooker versus Hooker?
Yes, I have.
So, yeah, I'm frozen. Am I
Yeah,
frozen?
you keep kind of like freezing and kind of glitchy.
Huh. Well, I don't have any other internet going, so sorry, guys. I'm frozen. I hope I don't have a stupid look on my face. It's very possible. We never know. All right, let me see. Do you ever have a time where you lose your crojo, where you just can't do it? How
Yes.
do you get yourself back into it? How do you look at that project again and say, "Okay, I'm going to do it again."
I just give myself the grace just to take the time and I do something else. Um, I set that project aside and I do either my gel printing, I work on diamond dots,
Mm.
I play a game on my phone or on my iPad or watch some TV or just completely take a complete break or
Yeah,
I watch videos. Um, and then something will click and I'm like, okay, here we go.
right. And that's
And
good that you have multiple talents. You do multiple things. It's very rare, and I think you sound like the same exact way. It's very rare that I will put down all things crafting. Usually I will go to another one of my crafts. I will go to another one. It's a very rare time when I'll just lay on the couch and turn off my creativity. I wish there was more times I could do it. I wish there was more time. Sometimes you need to just lay on the couch. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But more often than not, it is well, I'll stop crocheting, but now I'm going to go over and I'm going to do some quilling, or I'm going to go over and I'm going to try something else. Um, so it's good to have different avenues to get your crojo back. I have
yeah.
in this closet over here, the other side of this closet, I have my top shelf of my work in progress, and I set them there. When something gives me too much trouble, I set them there, and then I will go back to them. So that's really cool. It really does help to have more than one outlet. All right, let me see. What are your future plans for upcoming projects on your channel?
I have oh gosh, I have so many things that I would like to do. So many different projects that I want to make
Write them
crochet
write
wise.
'em down.
I'm not only doing the regular crochet, but I'm also doing Tunisian crochet. So I want to do more Tunisian, and I'm loving Tunisian crochet.
I got to look into
Uh,
it. I haven't looked at it, so I've got to look into that. A lot of people are talking about it.
yes, it's to me, it's like knitting, but you're crocheting.
All
It
right.
has that look and feel of knitting, but you're crocheting.
All right. Isabel wants to know, what is your favorite item to make?
Right now I'm on this kick of making shawls. All different shawls, and in fact, right now I'm making not one but two reading shawls
Wow.
using two different types of yarn.
Wow.
So yeah, so I've got two of those going at the same time.
That's cool. I don't have it with me. It's out in the car, but I went to Goodwill yesterday and I found a shawl. It's mind blowing. It's beautiful. It's black and purple and gray, and it almost looks like bat wings. And it was on sale at Goodwill for $5. It broke my heart. It was stuffed way in the back. So I went through a phase where I was doing shawls as well. Um, so I get it. Right now, I'm actually doing my block party. So I'm into doing blocks. So it's fun how you get on kicks of doing different things at different times.
Yeah.
Also, it helps you. I know, Isabel. I was heartbroken for this thing, but it helps you get better at one thing because you keep doing it. And then it also, when you're done with it and move on to something else, you expand your knowledge of stuff. So it's really cool.
Yeah.
Um, it's like I said, I highly recommend having many different avenues so that you don't get burned out, so that you're not like, I got to walk away from this. I've seen a lot of YouTubers that they'll do it for a year or so and then they get burned out. So, how do you stop yourself from getting burned out?
Well, I think another thing, like you were saying, is stuff, having multiple different crafts
Hmm.
um, has helped with that. Because I'm not just doing strictly just one thing over and over and over and over again. I'm crocheting, so I'm doing my yarny thing, but then I'm also got my paper thing. I've
Yeah.
got my paints.
Yeah.
I'm doing the diamond dots. I also love to do puzzles. Um, everything. That's one thing that my mom's doing now, and pretty much the only thing that she can do with her hands is put puzzles together. My mom used to crochet, but because of her hands being so shaky and everything, she can't do that. So her what little stash she had, she gave to me
Nice.
and stuff. So she used to embroider. She can't do that anymore because of her the way her hands is. So she gave all of that to me as well.
Wow.
Um, so I can incorporate all of that into my crafts.
Sure. Sure.
So but yeah, so I've got these different things that I can do um at different times, which breaks things up so I'm not constantly doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah. There's no monotony to it.
Yeah.
Mono- Monotony. Sorry. Marianne wants to know if you have checked out Michael at MDL Crochet. He,
Yes. Oh, he is such a sweetheart. I
yeah,
know. Yeah. I know Michael. Yeah. And yes, and oh my gosh, he has his channel has went.
as it should. Yes. As
Yes.
one.
Yes.
Yeah. Let me see. Oh, here's one that I haven't asked anybody. You're the first one. It's a sneak one, so you don't have to answer if you don't want to. If you could sit and crochet or craft with anybody, future, past, historical, anybody, who would you pick? Anybody
I
that's
would
been watching me for a while knows that I usually come up with random stuff like this. So if you could pick, it could be anybody from George Washington to who cares, anybody.
I think, oh gosh, there's several people that I would love to be able to sit across the table from, but I think the the main one that I would love to be able to sit down with them and be able to craft with, or just show them how much I have grown in my um abilities and stuff, would be my grandma, my dad's mom.
That's awesome. That's awesome. To reach back and say, "Hey, you started this or you taught me this and here's what I do now."
Yeah, yeah. This is the person that I've become
That's awesome.
because of what you instilled in me when I
That's
was a kid.
awesome. That is a great answer. And I snuck that in one on you. I'm so sorry. I didn't even give you a warning on that one. That one just popped in my head. How about if there's one craft that you haven't tried yet? that you would say, all right, I want to try this?
Hmm. Well,
There's so many. Like this whole top shelf here is all random crafts. There's so many out there, and I know it's hard to pick one, but if there was one that you could look at and say, yeah, that's really cool, I want to try it.
well, I know there's one thing that I never really got to do, and that would be also going back and stuff to my grandma, is to quilt. I
Yeah.
never actually got to um, quilt, and that was one thing that her and my grandpa did together,
Oh, that's
was to quilt. He would, um, it would just be basically out of scrap material from making a dress or shorts or whatever. And I do have one of her quilts that she
that's
had made. And I could look through there and go like, yep, I had a pair of shorts out of that piece of material. I had a dress or a top
that's
or
cool.
something out of that material. But he had his little template, and he would cut the pieces out. She would sew the pieces together, and then when it came time to actually make the quilt, he would sit on the other side of the sewing machine, and he would hang on to it as it was coming, as she fed it through the machine.
That
And
is
that was something that they did together.
that is so sweet. That now I want to sit down with her and that is
I
so
I'm getting the, just
sweet.
thinking about that and just remembering that, I get the chills.
That on the those are such great memories. See, people think, oh, they say to me, I'm not artsy fartsy or I'm not crafty. It's not just the craft, it's not just the product you make, it's the memory of how you learned it or the memory of who you saw doing it. It's just that is creating something with your own hands that sparks a memory in someone else. And that's great. I love that.
Mhm.
On the flip side, is there a craft that you've tried that you're like, I am never doing that again? Is there one where you said, I've tried it, I'm good, I'm done. Anybody who's watching, come on, you know what mine is. Put it in the comments. Oh,
Um, trying to think. I don't think there has been one yet.
no, that's good. That's really good because I'm the type of person who will try any craft because I love it. You know what I mean? A lot of times I have something in my head and then I find the craft that creates that item. But I will show you the one thing, and Karen, you're gonna laugh. The plastic canvas. I'm okay. So I just had my first, or my daughter just had my first grandson. So I got this wonderful idea. I was gonna make him an Easter basket. Oh, it was awful, Margie. It was, and everybody on here survived it with me. It was terrible. And I told Karen, who's laughing at me, I told, I said, if my daughter has another child, I am asking her to make an Easter basket for that child because I'm not doing it again. I am, it's just terrible. Have you tried it? Have you ever done it?
No.
It's like needlepoint. Look at her detail. Are you kidding me? She's amazing. She sent me this for my birthday along with a billion other things, but it's like needlepoint on plastic canvas, and I'm really bad at needlepoint too. So we'll put that all in one box. We'll do that all.
I had tried needlepoint, but I need to try it again. That is one thing that I want to try again.
So my needlepoint story. One of my best friends has a little camper, and I'm like, I'm gonna make her a needlepoint camper that says "Happy Camper." Come on, right? So she happened to see it before it was done, and she didn't know it was for her. And she's like, "Oh, you got to stop with the happy camper thing. That's just nerdy. That's just stupid." She didn't know it was for her. I was like, "Okay." So I actually kept it in my own camper. I'm like, never mind. I'll just keep that. So, all right, before we finish up, I want you to let us know your schedule. Let us know when to find you. Let us know, do you have memberships? What do you do for Members Live? Give me the rundown of all the highlights of your channel so we can all go over and enjoy it.
Like I said before and stuff, I go live on Thursdays at 2 p.m. Pacific, which is 5 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
I usually I try to post 3 videos a week. And I'm on co-host with Don Yarndall for West Coast Wednesdays on Wednesday nights. And that is usually at 7 p.m. Pacific time.
Okay.
And I do have memberships on my channel because I am fully monetized.
Yeah.
And one of the benefits that my members get is that I try to record my videos on Fridays. So that way I can get them uploaded and my members get early access
Cool.
to my videos.
Awesome. Awesome.
And whenever someone becomes a member of my channel for the very first time, I ask them to send me an email with their information, their address, and then I send them a little welcome card to my
Hmm.
membership, and
Nice.
it includes a little sticker. I thought I had some right here of my logo that
Awesome.
I've made.
Those are great ideas. I might steal one of them. As
But yeah, I have a Cricut machine,
Yep.
and I've made up my own little stickers.
Awesome.
So I'm learning a new craft. I'm learning my Cricut machine,
It
so
is.
I can make up my own little stickers and stuff like that to be able to. I try to include a sticker of my logo in with any packages that I send out, whether it's when someone buys like one of my journals or one of my shawls, or if I donate a prize
Nice.
and that goes out. I try to remember to include a sticker. I don't always remember until after I've sealed everything up, and then I go, "Oh, I forgot to put a
And
sticker
if
in there."
slide it in around the tape, I've done that. I've done that.
But
I
sometimes, though, the whole package is covered up in tape, depending on where it's going or how
uh,
I've got it packaged.
yep.
So that's kind of hard.
Yes. Yes, Karen, you're right. It was Lori, and she's to this day we crack up. Uh, but yeah, everybody's taking notes. See, we're all learning from you. We're learning from each other, and that's what this whole thing is all about. So,
Yes, yeah, and that's
I,
the biggest thing that I love about the yarny and the crafting community. Everybody is so willing to jump in and help somebody, to
yes,
whether it's in a time of need when
right,
someone is um something tragic has happened in their, maybe not to them personally, but to someone in their family or
yeah,
their community or whatever. Everybody's right there willing to jump in, whether it's monetary, prayers, or just saying, "Hey, I'm here,"
right.
and stuff. And that's what I love about the Yarny community and the arty community. We're like, "Hey, we're here. You comes first. Your health, whatever comes first. If you need to take time off of YouTube,
Yes,
hey, you first."
and we'll be
And
here back. Yeah,
yeah,
yep,
um, that was one of the things. The reason why I left the Dolly community, because there was just so much drama
yeah.
and nitpicky about this or that or whatever, and there wasn't the camaraderie
That we have.
there that I see over here in the Yarny and Artie community.
It's really,
Um,
uh, it's it's really it's a comfort for me to know that I can hit live And I can tell you right now, there's 20 people on here. I can tell you at least a handful of 5 that will be here within 2 or 3 minutes when I turn that camera on. So if I'm ever alone or whatever, I
Yeah,
know they're going to be there, and it's just it's amazing. The friends
yeah.
I here is amazing. Side quick note, Marianne, those giant Google eyes, yes, I did slide them in after it was taped. I sent her giant Google eyes. Oh, it's so funny. All right, you guys, we have been on for over an hour, which is awesome. I love it. Thank you so much, Margie, for coming and joining this live with us. Everybody, if you have not headed over, please go over and subscribe. Check out all the lives and become a member. All right, you guys, have a great day, everybody. Margie, what do you usually say at the end of your videos?
Um, oh shoot, what is it now? Because now I have a little clip that
Yeah. Oh,
says all of that at the end of my videos
oh,
and when I end my live stream. But basically, take care, love one another, but most importantly, love yourselves.
there you go. And I'm going to end with saying be happy, be kind, and be creative. We'll see you next time, everybody. Thank you so much. Thanks, Margie. Bye,
Thank
guys.
you. Bye bye.